Hello everyone, it's pyGuru this side, and today in this tutorial we are going to learn about how can we create custom configurations for API sites. So in the previous tutorial we learned how to create custom configs for 2D sites using SilverBullet 1.4.1 Pro. In this tutorial we'll learn how to do the same for API sites. Now for this I have a website here, countryoven.com. I have already opened it here. Okay, and we want to create a config for this. So our objective for this tutorial will be two things. First of all, we will create a config and then we'll add the hist to a text file. So let's see how can we do this. So first of all, to create the config, we will open SilverBullet and then go to configs, then create a new config. Here I'll give the config name same as the website name. You can give it anything. And then I'll change the author name to its pyGuru. Then we'll simply accept it. Then we'll move to this website, and now first of all we have to log into this website. So I'll click on Hi Guest and click on login/register. Now before logging in, we'll just inspect this website so that we can analyze the network traffic going on. So here I have selected fetch XHR. Now for this, to create the config, we'll need two things. First, a successful working email ID and password, and not working email ID and password. So here I have already created a temporary account on this website. So I'll log in with this email and then this password here. And then we'll simply hit on click on login. Then when you click on in login, you will see that this request is being made to the server. So let's just what we have to do, we have to just imitate the same in our SilverBullet. So let me just copy this URL from here, and then we will go to SilverBullet, then click on the plus, then here click on request, HTTP request, HTTP request. Okay, so HTTP request here, copy, paste the URL that we have copied. So let me just copy it once again, and then we'll paste it here. Then we know that this is a post method, so we'll select simply post here. Here it's written post. Okay, then in the payload we'll see this is a JSON data. Okay, in the previous tutorial that was a form data. So here we have to copy this entire payload. So just click on path and copy this entire payload, and let me just paste it here first. Here our email will change and password will change, and the session ID will remain same for every request. So let's just remove this email, and for email in SilverBullet we use the user variable, and password we use the pass variable. These two things are dynamic, so we'll just replace it with the user and pass variable, and then we'll go to our block here and then paste it here, post data. Okay, then in the content type, instead of this xww form URL encoded, we have to select content type as application/JSON. Okay, now here we have to pass our email ID and password that we have copied, or the working email ID and password. So what we'll do, we'll just copy this success account and we'll just paste here in the data section. Okay, so let me just go to here and show you the preview. If we are able to log in successfully, we'll get a customer ID here and then customer name. Okay, error message will be none, is error will be false, and success message will be logged in successfully. So let's just try to run this and let's see if we are getting the same output or not. So if I click on start, let's wait, and in the logs here, see we are getting the same output: customer ID, customer name, is error false, error message, and success message. So now let's try how do we know that we have logged in successfully or not. So for this we have to add a key check here. So we'll go to click on plus, then conditions, then key check. Then for in key check we click on add, and for success we know that this is a success if we are getting message like this, success message. Okay, so I'll just copy this and paste it here. The source contains this message, that means we have successfully logged in. Okay, then for failure what we will do, we will add a failure key here, and to check this what we can do, we can just try logging with the wrong email and password. So let me remove this for now, And let's just try to change the password here. Okay, so this is an invalid password now. Or so let's check with the invalid password what happens or what we are getting. So see, if we have login with the incorrect account, we'll get this thing: customer ID is 0, and then invalid email or password. Okay, success message is null. So we'll add a key check for failure as well. So for failure, the key will be customer ID will be 0. So let me just copy this and paste it here. Okay, or we can add one more thing, that this error message will be this thing. So let's just paste it here. Okay, also let's try with the email account which does not exist on this website. Okay, so let's try if we are what we are getting as output. So I'll just change the email with this email. Let's try to run this. So here we are getting the same error, invalid email or password. So doesn't matter if email is wrong or password is wrong, we will get the same error message. So just we have only 2 errors now. Okay, if we are getting customer ID 0 or if we are getting this message, this means this is a failure. So now we have successfully added a key check as well. And here what we want, that if this is a failure, then we'll just stop running the further blocks. Now once this is done, let's try to run this. Okay, so we are getting customer ID, this thing, and logged in successfully. Okay, the next thing is, if I go to this website and click on Valerie and then my account. So here we have few options like my profile and then co-wallet. Okay, I want to extract information from these 2 web URLs. So first of all, let's just visit my profile. So if I click on my profile, you will see a request is being made, which is this thing, get customer by ID. So with the payload customer ID. Okay, it requires a customer ID which we are getting here in the response. So first of all, we have to save this customer ID in a variable. So for this, we will create a parse. So click on plus, then parsing, then parse. Then we have to create a variable here. So we'll just give it a name as customer ID. You can give it anything. Now we know that this is a JSON response. So we'll simply use the JSON here and copy paste this key here, customer ID. Okay. So basically what this will do, this will extract this key customer ID and store its value in the customer underscore ID variable. Now we are good to go and let's move ahead. So now let's try to run this request here. So for this, you have to copy this URL and you have to create a one more request block. So request HTTP request. Here, let's change the URL. Unfortunately, this copy doesn't work for me. So I have to right click on it and copy. And then let's just paste here. Again, this is a post method. Here we can see this is a post method. And in the payload, this requires only one thing, customer ID. So let me just copy this customer ID variable. This payload and paste in post data. Here we have to replace this value with our variable, that is this variable. So copy this customer ID variable and paste it here. Okay, remember the angular brackets. For variables, we use angular brackets here. Okay, then we have to change the content type, which will be application/JSON. And now let's try to run this and let's see what happens. So if I go to data, you will first of all, let's see if we are able to extract customer ID or not. So yes, we are able to extract customer ID 23478. Now the logs for the second request, we are getting few more data, that is customer first name, primary email, password, customer IP, phone number, mobile number, address, and city name, etc. Many more things. Okay. So now we'll try to parse these variables. So it's simple. We'll simply use the parse now. Okay, you can try it from here in the preview. You will see this is the values we are getting. So let's just select the parse block once again. Let me do this. Click on plus, then go to parsing, then parse. Come here and select JSON. variable name of, let's say first of all we want the first name, so we'll simply create a variable name of first name, whatever you want. Then first name is stored in customer first name key, so we'll simply just pass customer first name key here. Then just try to extract next value, that will be let's say email. So for email we'll simply use this key. So field name will be primary email. Then let's say we want the phone number or password. If you want, you can store any key that you want to. So let's say we want phone number, so we'll create one more parse variable here and we'll give it the name mobile. Then select JSON here and pass phone number here. Let's say next you want to store address, so we'll simply select parse here JSON, and here we have to give the key, that is address 1 or address 2. Okay, it's up to you. For variable name we cannot use the name address because this is already used here, so you have to use something else. So let's say address 1, you can use anything instead of address. Now the next thing will be, let's say we want to save city name or state ID or zip code, anything, let's say. Okay, you can just add more variables here that you want to see. So we have extracted this much, and let's just try to run this. Let's see if we are able to print these or not. So this is a customer ID, and we are able to extract these things: name, email, mobile, address. Okay, so you can extract furthermore from this JSON dictionary. Okay, now let's say we want to get let's just go to home. Oops, sorry. We'll go to array, so to gallery, and then my account, and then now let's say I want to know how much balance I have in this wallet. Okay, so we'll just go to the wallet page, and now for wallet page you will see another request is being made here, which is co-wallet tracking. So this is the request. This again takes a payload as customer ID. Okay, so let me just copy. We have to just again create a block for this request. So copy. Let's create one more request block. And let's just change the URL here. Again, this is a post method we saw, and the payload is same as this one. So we'll just copy this and paste here. Okay, and then again we'll select application/JSON. Now let's just try to run this and let's see if we are able to get the response here or not. Okay, so see here we are getting the we are able to get the wallet amount, which is 50 or co-wallet amount. So now we have to just parse this as well. So let's just create a parse block here. Then we'll select JSON, and let's say I'll simply want the value of this wallet. Here you have to give your variable name, so you can give anything. So let's just say wallet. Okay, now we have extracted all the information. Also you can see in the preview, this is the data that we are getting, co-wallet account, like this. Okay, let's just use this co-wallet amount directly instead of this wallet variable. Okay, because this is a nested dictionary, so this will be easy for us, co-wallet amount. Now we have extracted all the information, so let's just try to print it finally, and then we'll simply add it to a text file. Okay, so yes, this is working. Now all that we have to do is we have to add this data to a text file. So what I will do, I'll simply click on press, then we'll go to utility, then we'll go to files, and let's just create a new file here. Okay, so file right here, I have a folder by the name of it. In the folder where you have installed your SilverBullet, we will have a folder by the name hits. So I just want to create a text file here. So what we'll do is pass the path as hits country oven.txt. This will be my file name. Now let's say I want to store name email, what else we extracted, mobile, and then address. Okay, so I want to store mobile number, so mobile, and then address, and then wallet. Okay, here you can just change it to text, because this will be a normal text, and add a slash n in the end. After this, we have to append this data that we have extracted. Okay, so this will be the first line of your text file. This will be simply the same: name, email, mobile, address, wallet. Nothing will change here. But from the next line, we want to add these values: name, email, and then these things. Okay, so for this, what we have to do, we have to create one more block, and we go to utility, then files, then file append. Okay, so you can read the information about here. This appends a line at the end of the file. So path will be again the same. It's country oven.txt. Now we have to pass our variable name. So the first variable name is name. Here you can see. Then the second variable name is email. For variables we use angular brackets, remember. Then mobile. So mobile, and then address 1. Remember, this is a variable and we cannot use address because it will already in the headers part. Finally, the wallet. So wallet, and then slash n. Okay, so now it looks good. And finally, let's just add a function, simple function, constants, constant string. So here we can write config by let's just copy and paste it here. Here we can just write config by. Okay, looks good. Now let's try to run this. If we have did everything right, a new file will be created. Okay, and this information will be saved inside the file. So if I just go to my file system, see here a file is created, country.txt, and this information is stored here: value, then mail, then phone number, then address, then wallet. Again, you can store more information if you want by adding more pass blocks and just putting the keys that we are getting here in the output. Okay, so this is it guys for this video. In the next tutorial, we'll try to create a complete funnel. Okay, where we'll learn how to add config, then word list, and then try to add bots, and then finally create a end-to-end complete runner. Okay, so this is it for this video guys. If you love this video, leave a like or a dislike. If you like my channel, subscribe it. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.